Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pink Ladies Week, coming at you from Antalya, Turkey. It is the Filipinas up against Jordan in this series of friendlies. Our first chance to take a look at the Philippines as we take a look at the starting lineup. I know Yusuf Kakir is not the head coach of the Filipinas. It is still Coach Mark Torcaso. Hello, I'm Paolo Del Rosario alongside Cedar Tupas. Joining me on the call here as we take a look at the numbers of Jordan. Of course, a player to watch out for here is Al Fararje, number 15, who scored in their last game against Haiti, wherein they lost that game 4-2 just a few days ago. Now for the Filipinas, a bit of a debut for them in terms of their new style of play. And partner, you know, when you change your style, when you change the way you want to play, there's a bit of birthing pains. But with the quality that the Filipinas have, and with all due respect sa ranking ng Jordan, it should be a smoother transition.
Well, I believe that the Filipinas, they've gone a long way, of course, from the last time they met Jordan, and right now we're seeing the evolution of the squad. We saw it in the World Cup. We saw a disciplined and a well-drilled team that can catch teams on the counter and also can threaten on set pieces, but. Now with with a more dynamic and a more attacking approach being trying to be implemented here, we've seen glimpses of that actually in the past few months. Particularly, it's been they've been scoring a lot of goals, but the results have not been there, Pau. So it's interesting because you gotta strike the balance there with. Getting results and at the same time showing off your new brand of play.
And of course, you did mention it a while ago. The Philippines did play Jordan twice before. Last time was the first time rather was back in April 12, 2017, where the Filipinas lost 5-1. And of course, the second one being a win for the Filipinas, a 2-1 win in April 6, 2018, where a certain Serena Bolden scored against Jordan, wherein the Philippines, of course, actually came from behind in that game.
Well, I believe this is the first ever goal of Serena Bolden. In that was her first tournament with the Philippines.
And
it was an important tournament actually. It was the AFC Women's Asian Cup 2018. I think that was the Federation really laid the foundation to that World Cup qualification because of this tournament right here.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It was the first goal of Serena Bolden for the Philippines, and here she hopes to torture them again. Of course, you take a look at the team that lost 5-1 to Jordan back in the day. Only Hailey Long was actually part of that lineup. She did start, and based on the lineup then, it looks like only Ina Palacios and Hailey Long are the only members of that team still part of this group here today.
Yeah. Grabe, tagal na nilang dalawa doon sa team na yan. But
oh yeah,
it's really a testament to who they are as players and as representatives of the country.
And of course, here we go. Start things up here. The Philippines playing from left to right of your screen, wearing all white. Jordan in all black, going the other way. As expect high pressure here for the Philippines. Mer Serrano on the ball now, handing it off to Sophia Harrison, who's playing very high for a left wing back, by the way. On the right side, of course, you have to take a look at Janae DeFazio, number 26, who is playing on the right-hand side. She's listed as a right wing back, Sidel, pero you see it. Sophia Harrison and DeFazio are so high up front here very early on in the very first minute of this game.
Well, they are, DeFazio making her debut. And, a lot more options para kay Coach Mark Torcaso than Mas Pacheco.
Of course, unfortunately, the passport has not come through yet, so will not be part of the next couple of games as you see Coach Mark Torcaso there. You also have to give credit to Coach Mark for adapting to the wishes of the Federation to play a bit more attacking here. It is not necessarily the style of play that they had in the past few games, especially because they played such high-level competition They played against Australia in the past. They played against South Korea a couple of times as well. Teams that would punish you if you don't press properly, by the way. So here's Meryl Serrano playing in the middle. Take a look at DeFazio making that run on the right-hand side. Again, that's a defender. Great feed. And Katrina Guillou giving chase. Back to DeFazio. Playing the ball. Oh, and there's the first goal. And a great headed effort for Serena Bolden.
Early goal para sa Filipinas. And that was a beautifully worked goal. A lot of composure being shown by the Filipinas in that penalty box. And when you do put numbers in the box, usually you get rewarded. Serena Bolden heading that one on target. And, you know, the way they started this match, Katrina Guillou, just a bundle of energy right there, keeping that ball in play. And DeFazio with the assist, a perfectly weighed cross para kay Serena Bolden, and Bolden doesn't miss a lot from that area.
No, she does not, as that is also the first assist for DeFazio. Great way to mark your debut as a right wing back, and Serena Bolden clinical as always.
And what I like about that, Pao, actually, was, you know, there are more players in the box there. You know, there's a lot of attacking intent on their part.
But here is Jordan. They have yet to really threaten in this one, but you gotta be careful still. Ball played in once more. Oh, that was dangerous. There were black shirts lurking in the box.
Yeah, Angela Beard was there. And making sure that that's cleared away.
Let's take a look at that again. Tara Egeshvik just getting fouled there with the late challenge, with the aggressive challenge. Again, early goal for the Philippines here. Again, a team that we've lost to once. We've won against another time that was, you know, a bit narrow. Unfortunately for Angie Beard, unable to really control that. Sophia Harrison there to clean things up. Playing it straight back. That's Coward. Good short play here from the Philippines, holding on to possession despite the high press coming from Jordan. Here's Meryl Serrano. She's the key creator here, playing in the hole.
Absolutely. And then you give Meryl that time and space to operate and freedom to operate. That's the key word right there, freedom. Para kay Meryl Serrano. She can produce devastating results para sa Filipinas.
You know, Meryl Serrano, you talk to any of the players, they would argue, or at least they would say that she is probably the most technically sound player on the team.
That's true. And I agree with that. And alam natin kung anong pedigree ni Meryl. She's been playing in the Norwegian League for, you know, throughout her career. And she's, you know, once called up by Norway. And it's really interesting how she's, you know, become so, you know, one of the more likable characters dito sa team na to. You know?
Absolutely.
You can ask a lot of players there, and you can come up with a poll, and usually Meryl comes out as who's the funniest player in the team.
You know, if there was that survey, I wonder, one, who would say that, no, they're the funniest, diba? But of course, si Meryl Serrano, if you do talk to her, she has a very good taste for food.
Yes.
She actually fancies herself to a chef also. And of course, it's interested in the history of food. But enough about that, because we're hungry for goals, and we're gonna hope that the Philippines gets a bit more here. But for the Filipinas, you can see it. So early pressing here for the Philippines, the early goal, obviously. But then Jordan pressing high as well. The dangers are there, of course, with the Filipinas pushing up and Jordan also pushing up. A turnover in the wrong place could be dangerous for the Filipinas.
Yeah, because they do push numbers forward. And Sophia Harrison has a tough job right there, moving up and down on that left flank, as well as DeFazio, with Meryl Serrano as the playmaker.
Playing all the way back to Olivia McDaniel, who we all know has a very good long ball, but this time plays it short. Again, it'll be very key here, the wing backs. You take a look at Harrison, you take a look at DeFazio, they are going to be the source of your width.
And yeah, and nakita natin gamit na gamit ng Filipinas ang width of the pitch right now.
Long ball played forward, looking for anyone, but finding the linesman instead.
You know, if you do, you know, play with a lot of width, there's a lot of space as well in the middle, which, you know, gives Merrill that opportunity to thrive.
Sawicki playing it to Mary Serrano, looking for Sophia Harrison, who has been bombing forward here. Harrison. Short pass, doesn't find anyone. JC. Angie Beard, who's a great deliverer of the ball. Take a look at that. DeFazio plays inside to Sarah Egesvik, under pressure. Back to DeFazio. Oh, what a move there from DeFazio. Beats two. Cross comes in. And whistle blown for a hand.
Yeah. It's good play from DeFazio and Egesvik on that right side. DeFazio showing us her quality there. Piece of skill and that cross inside the area. And you see, wow, 3 players already waiting inside that box. You know, lurking and, you know, getting that opportunity all the time. Pag may ganun kang maraming player lagi sa box, pag nagko-cross ka, eh, malaking chance mo talaga na makakakuha siya ng goals.
Here's Jordan on the attack. Oh, getting past, almost getting past Haley Long, under pressure. Liv McDaniel with the clearance, but then the referee blows for a foul.
Yeah, Haley Long doing well there.
Putting her body in the way. And that's going to be a danger here again, because Jordan are pressing high. If there is going to be a turnover in the attacking third of Jordan, the Filipinas will automatically be under pressure kasi ang daming Jordan players pushing up.
But syempre, you also have to trust Angie Beard and Haley Long and JC, of course.
Yeah. Playing with 3 center backs here. Right now, we're playing 5 in midfield because our 2 wing backs are actually bombing forward. Para silang wingers. And it will be a throw for the Philippines. DeFazio finding Katrina Guillou. Of course, Guillou now applies her trade in the United States. And able to force a turnover here. Jordan down a goal early. Oh, that's a teasing ball forward. Liv McDaniel drops it but picks it up again. And that was Fraj trying to force Liv McDaniel to mistake. Because if she dropped it, she would have had a chance.
Can I just say, Pao, it's just nice to see the Filipinas back in action.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Medyo matagal din sila hindi nakalaro eh.
Yeah, because they had that Manila camp instead of friendlies in the last international window.
Yes.
Wherein, of course, the local media got to take a look at the training camp in the Filipinas, see a few of the locals as well. See a few of the homegrown players try and break into the lineup. As Jackie Sawicki swings it out wide left to Angie Beard.
Maganda naman dito, no, with the lineup and what we're seeing from Filipinas. Most of them now, or not really most of them, some of them are playing in the women's league. So you got Liv McDaniel, Haley and Ina, syempre. Sophia Harrison also.
At minsan, striker nga si Liv McDaniel.
Kaya nga.
Speaking of strikers.
Alternate universe yun.
Speaking of strikers, here's Serena Bolden.
Yeah, playing for Como in Italy. Si Serena Bolden.
And one of the higher ranked leagues our players have been, our squad is playing in.
Araw-araw niya kaya nakikita ang Lake Como. Si Serena
You know
Bolden.
what? That's a great question.
Kaya pag nakita ko, tatanungin ko.
That's a great question, actually. Serena Bolden trying to hold off possession. And, you know, she is probably scouting report #1 on all of the opposition team sheets.
Of course, our World Cup goal scorer.
High ball played in. Another chance for the Philippines to do something here. Not really cleared away.
Kita mo si DeFazio nandun na sa box.
Speaking of, DeFazio did not find Katrina Guillou. As Haley Long asking for an offside, they're gonna get it. Flag goes up, and Jabir read the game up. 1-0 to the Philippines again after that goal coming from Serena Bolden. DeFazio with the teasing cross as we take a look at that goal again. Nice interplay with Katrina Guillou. And just a perfect cross to Serena Bolden, who was lurking behind her defender. You see, you turn your head,
Yeah.
and Serena Bolden will make you pay.
Well, the key there as well was the pass galing kay Meryl Serrano, spreading that ball out wide.
Sawitsky, great ball to Serena Bolden. Bolden playing deep here as a striker, by the way.
Drop tonight, drop tonight, drop tonight,
So they don't mind her coming in to midfield as Katrina Guillou and Serena Bolden have actually been alternating up front. Haley Long plays it forward, looking for Meryl Serrano or Serena Bolden. Sophia Harrison unable to really control that. That's Jackie Sawitsky. Now in possession. Always so tidy talking about Jackie Sawitsky, the way she plays, but that time dispossessed. Konting commentators curse po yan.
Drop tonight, drop tonight.
As Jordan now streaking forward. Oh, Haley Long with the challenge. That'll be a foul on Haley. And looks like a card will come out as well. That'll be on Haley Long for a robust challenge.
Yeah. Well, Haley Long just sort of a duty foul. Pero she goes into the book of the referee.
Of course, Haley Long, long-time servant, so long that she was actually part of that lineup that lost to Jordan back in 2017.
Kaya nga. So, just, ang maganda lang doon ngayon, no? It's, they've been to the World Cup already, itong team na to. And now, unlike before, a lot more people, recognize and respect this team.
Yeah. And I think for players like, for example, Haley Long, who've been part of this team for a long time, Ina Palacios obviously was part of that team on the bench here for the Filipinas. It will show how far the team has gone from those days, compared to those days. But of course, they still need to get the result here. As a chance here for Jordan. Zokash with a free kick coming in, trying to challenge Liv McDaniel. 15 minutes on the mark. High ball played in. And that time, harmless, and Liv McDaniel will have a goal kick. You have to be careful with Jordan as well kasi ang lalaki din nila.
Yeah, but to me, right now, I think, Philippines has an upper hand with regards to the quality in the squad. This team has played a lot together. And yun nga, when you try to come up with a new system, I think it's easier for this team just because the players have been there for a while, playing together.
Yung familiarity, you don't need to too much in terms of knowing each other's habits.
Yung mga tendencies ng mga players, alam na nila yan.
Pati sa camp, I'm sure, yung mga sleeping habits.
Oo naman.
Oo.
Sinong nauuna sa breakfast?
Yeah. Sinong ayaw umalis from breakfast. And of course, this team,
and
a lot of a great chemistry.
And majority of them were in the World Cup.
Yeah.
And you knew that, that build up to the World Cup was, masyadong yun.
Oh, you would know, Sadov.
Kaya nga.
It was emotional. As we see that squad there, there's also a lot of young players in that group.
Yeah, Ari Markey and Nina Matelos are there. It's good to know na they've been transitioning into the senior team.
And, we also have to mention that Bella Pasion is also still in that group. She's been the youngest player for a while. Of course, Markey now has that distinction.
No, no.
Markey and Matelos have that distinction.
Well, both of them were actually parang na-discover sila ng youth team dati.
Yeah.
When they participated in the, I think Nina was in the U17 and Bella was in the U17.
Oh, here's a chance here for Jordan. But that time, the touch just a bit too heavy. Liv McDaniel there to claim it. And you can also tell just how scorching the conditions are there. Medyo nasusunod na yung mga ibang player natin. As we see DeFazio. And again, this Jordan team is pressing high. They're going to try to force our defenders into some areas. Angie Beard.
Kaya nga yung usual na route ngayon ni JC is that ball forward para kay Janay dun sa kanan.
And nakita mo si Jackie Savitsky, siya yung short pass outlet for most of the center backs. But here's Angie Beard, who's not afraid to run forward with the ball, by the way. Actually one of the better dribblers from our defensive unit. Ito naman si Sarah Egishvik. Janay. Great feet. Scoward has it again. Plays a little 1-2 with Savitsky. Now Angie Beard surveying the pitch.
I really like watching the level of control that the Filipinas have right now.
Egishvik.
Moving that ball forward.
And getting the center backs involved here. Katrina Bolden. And called offside.
I think it was Meryl Serrano who just peeled off quite early from the line.
Here's another look at that here, and not quite sure from that angle. So we're going to
walang camera.
Oh, walang camera 3.
Or camera po.
Okay, let's trust the linesman.
Okay na yan.
Okay na, pwede na.
Pwede na yun.
We'll trust the process and the officials. A foul from behind, a chance for the Filipinas to have a free kick from the middle of the park.
What I really like right now is that every player is trying to make themselves available for the next 2-3 passes para sa Filipinas, and it's very important if you want to continue developing the play.
Liv McDaniel taking it after the tackle on Sarah Egishvik. She's been the subject, by the way, of a couple of tackles already from this group. It feels like they've identified her as someone to try to bully in the middle of the field.
Sarah? No, they can't.
They can't. They're going to try.
She has a subtle feistiness in her.
Katrina Guillou trying to force possession back. But Jordan played themselves out of trouble. And that should be offside. Now, we didn't need camera 2 for that.
Yeah.
Easy call for the linesman. Take a look there, and
JC just holding her run at time.
And we can actually see it with the stripes on the field. Of course, right now, it's going to be interesting to see just how much stamina both Harrison and DeFazio have, because they are being asked to do a lot. And they are an important part of the team in terms of the width that they're playing with. Take a look at Sophia Harrison there on the left side. She's not even really positioned as a left back. She's more of a left wing back, and that is going to be too much for Harrison to get to.
Goes all the way to the end line, Sophia. I think started in all 3 matches in the World Cup, or a couple of them.
And for Sophia Harrison, this is going to be her time to show that she can contest that left back position. Because right now, everyone's considering if and when Pacheco becomes available, that's how automatically goes to her. But of course, you want to cause some headaches for the coaches.
Yeah, and not only that, there's an up-and-coming player in Ari Markey as well who plays that position. So, medyo spoiled for choice tayo dun sa pwesto na yun.
Great ball played forward here. Katrina Guillou. She's so dangerous running forward. Oh, laid it off. Serena Bolden. Not enough power on that one.
A tamed effort there by Sarina. I was hoping she would get an extra touch probably, or just unleash a more powerful shot. Nice dummy by Meryl Serrano to leave it to Sarina Bolden. Pero problem there was that medyo lumagpas na sa bola si Sarina, so hindi siya makabuelo
Yeah.
to come up with a more powerful effort.
Yeah. Had to move back to adjust to get that shot even on target. Great tackle coming from JC. Guillou going to Sarah. Mas Meryl Serrano. She's so dangerous when she faces the opponent's goal.
Yeah,
She has such a dynamic passing range itong si Meryl Serrano.
and that left foot, ibang klase yan. I think I had a really good view of that of her first goal, first ever goal for the Philippines, yung free kick niya against Scotland.
Yeah.
You called
I
that.
called that game. You had the better view kasi nandun ka.
Ang ganda ng curve ng bola nun para kay Meryl, para iwas sa wall and past the goalkeeper, and that was a good strike para sa kanya.
Good header away from Hailey Long, Katrina Guillou.
The question was always about Meryl, kung aabot siya ng, if she last 90 minutes na talagang high intensity.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Meryl Serrano's actually coming off a bit of an injury. Hasn't played a lot of football in the past few months, so a chance for her to build her match fitness. But here's a chance for Jordan to give the Philippines a few headaches. High ball played, and that time, Olivia McDaniel able to tap that away. I believe that will be a corner.
Yeah, marking out a bit tight there para sa Filipinas. Plenty of time and space to come up with a cross here.
Alzabri with a great cross, by the way, but then that was too much for Abutaye.
Medyo tight din yung angle na yun, and Olivia McDaniel had the near post well covered.
Zokash with a corner here. Again, very big players. Liv McDaniel with the punch. But the Jordan players are still all over the Philippine box, and Liv McDaniel will collect.
Easy save there para kay Liv McDaniel.
Playing it short to Angie Beard. Hailey Long at the heart of the Philippine back line, and a whistle blown for a hydration break, I believe, or rather an injury. Well, they're going to use this for hydration. But in early days here for the Philippines, and it looks like, again, this is a team, by the way, that played just a couple of days ago against Haiti. Lost that game 4-2.
Yeah. Coach Shanisha there, and Coach Andrew Durante. Kasama, tinutulungan si Coach Mark Torcaso. Speaking to Meryl Serrano.
And that's an interesting conversation to have because he, like we identified a while ago, itong si Meryl Serrano, probably the creative hub sa gitna para sa Pilipinas.
With help from Jackie and Sarah. Ganda din, na you are protected when you lose that ball. Jackie and Sarah Egesvik.
May freedom siya to create passes. Kung baka point guard ka na hindi na natakot sa turnover. And of course, good play so far, solid play so far from the center backs as we take a look at that goal again. Again, that pass was first from Meryl Serrano to find DeFazio, playing a little 1-2 Katrina Guillou. And that goal coming from Sarina Bolden.
Now that we're seeing this again, I gotta appreciate the way DeFazio was able to put that on the plate para kay Sarina Bolden, because there was a defender there.
Yeah, just looped it over the defender. And I remember that Sarina Bolden's actually a great header of the ball. That's how we scored in the World Cup.
And also, she took that cross first time. Watch this. Didn't need, another touch. Because if that was another touch, malamang na-cover na kaagad itong si Sarina Bolden.
Tower playing it back.
Mukhang may I think the players come back. Kala ko papalitan na.
Angie Beard keeping possession. Here's Meryl Serrano. Again, playing in that hole in between the back line and the midfielders. Oh, great ball played forward for Coward, but that time the keeper gets to it and the referee blows the whistle. As is usual, whenever you touch the keeper, typically that's a foul. Better look at that there. Meryl Serrano whistled for that. As that is Rawan Kasap for Jordan, born 2003.
Jordan, maganda din yung, they hosted the Asian Cup in 2018. Tinalo nga sila ng Pilipinas dun sa tournament na yon, and we actually started, dreaming na we can be one of among the top teams in Asia and punch our ticket to the World Cup.
Oh, that was mission accomplished for sure, and they didn't just make it to the World Cup. They scored a goal and actually had a chance to advance from the group.
Won a game, scored a goal, won a game.
Had a disallowed goal in the first game. That's Jordan right now trying to get a bit of an upset here. Lofted ball. Sophia Harrison's there. Oh! Hit the flag, kept in. Jordan have the chance to make the Filipinas work here. Assured ball played from Egish Vic to Serrano. A little 1-2 now. Katrina Guillou, Serena Bolden trying to run into the ball and played in easily. And the defender, right place, right time.
Wow. Ganda ng counter na to, no? And again, the key pass there was coming from first Meryl Serrano, and then the next important pass was that through ball by Katrina Guillou. Hindi lang na square doon para kay Katrina pabalik. Because that would have been a nice opportunity as well, because the goalkeeper is already drawn out of position.
At the same time, if from the Jordanian side, that's actually how you should defend counters like that. Just put as many bodies in the box. As Katrina Guillou whips this in. Angie Beard tried to take a swipe at it. It's still Angie Beard. Again, she is one of the better runners of the ball from defenders, but then that time ran too forward.
Angie Beard, I thought she could have taken a shot from outside the box there. Kita natin, scored against South Korea last time.
Of course, Angie Beard having a few caps for Australia before changing allegiances to the Philippines. Became one of the most important players in that World Cup campaign.
So similar to actually Angie, also joined camp before similar to Mas Pacheco.
As that will be a corner for the Philippines. Haley Long asking why there was no foul.
And what was impressive kay Angela Beard that time was that she was called up by Australia, but she went to the camp of the Philippines for that window. So yun yung commitment din yun. Ibang klase yun.
Actually picking the Philippines over Australia. That is...
Her family is from Cebu. Her
Yeah.
mom is from Cebu. So, yung Filipino side ni Angie, very much evident and alive sa household nila sa Australia.
Katrina Guillou trying to spread play here, looking for Sarah Egishvik. Sarah to JC. Defazio back to JC. And right now, couldn't find that forward pass that everyone was screaming for. Angie Beard finding Sophia Harrison spreading play. Sophia playing it back to the center. Haley Long.
You can almost feel that every Filipinas possession you know, will end up in the box and end up with an opportunity.
Oh, and that's a great forward ball to DeFazio. One assist to her name already. Can't you get a second one here? Lines that up. Serena Bolden tees it up to Savitsky. Savitsky, the shot blocked.
Philippines taking too much time there. Fazio had her head up ng mas maaga. Surveyed her options, took her time, and naka-recover na ang depensa nitong Jordan.
Meryl Serrano with the in-swinging corner kick.
Parang matutumba yung corner flag. Parang gusto kong atake.
You organize so many games, your standards are too high, Sadel. High ball played in. And that will be a foul against the Philippines.
Yeah. Mahangin lang siguro pa.
Mahangin lang. It's adverse weather conditions. Angie Beard there with the elbow to the head, the shoulder area of Zokash. Oh, and Serrano, what a way to keep the ball in play. Oh, but Jackie Savitsky did not realize there was a player behind her, and here they go again. Jordan. No one to really aim for, only one in the box, make it two, but then gives it up to Sarah Egersvik, who will be fouled, but then they'll play on. And there's the whistle, finally.
Good play by Rukaya Alfararje, but no support sa kanyang atake doon.
Of course, right now, a bit of difficulty here with the feed that we're getting from Turkey, so we will try and get it back for you with a short break.
One of you have to stay, JC. One of you have to stay near Haley in case it breaks down. Janae, you need to give width, Janae. Janae, look at all the space. You need to give the width.
Welcome back. We apologize for the technical difficulties coming from the feed as DeFazio tries to tee that up again for Serena Bolden, but not to the same result. Sophia Harrison trying to keep that alive as Jordan take it out. Didn't miss much during that technical break that we've had just a while ago. Still 1-0 for the Philippines after a very early goal for Serena Bolden. Once again, Paulo De Rosario alongside Sedef Tupas on the call. That's right, he's so good. We don't call him one pass, we call him two pass.
Kailangan mo talaga ilabas yung joke na yun, ha?
Siyempre, every time.
But
of course, we thank everyone for joining us here on Pilipinas Live and on One Sports Plus as we're seeing a relatively new-look Philippine team in terms of the way that they're playing, as we see another difficulty here in terms of the feed that we are getting from Turkey. And we hope to address that sooner rather than later. But for the meantime, we'll go on a short break once again. Don't go away.
Second ball, track, Sarah.
All right, welcome back. Let's try and make this work as the technical difficulties have made it a bit difficult, but then we're going to try and stay updated for you guys here. Of course, we are doing this broadcast from the Philippines, relying on the feed coming from Turkey. We apologize for all of the inconveniences this has been causing as well as we see another freeze in play, but we are still monitoring the game as well online as we make sure that everything is updated for you guys here. Because at the meantime, the Philippines still leading 1-0 after an early goal from Serena Bolden, and has been efforts that actually haven't come as often as they probably would have liked, as the Jordanian team are still holding on here to a 1-0 deficit.
Well, after that early goal, wala na masyadong opportunities para dito sa Pilipinas.
And of course, still monitoring the action for you here as we await the feed to come back as Jordan continue to pile pressure on the Philippines, trying to look for an equalizer going into the halftime break. As we're going to try and figure out how we can give you back the video of this feed. But based on what we're seeing here so far from our other sources as well, the Filipinas holding strong here. And we'll be right back after this short break as we try to bring you back the feed. Welcome back as we try to bring you the end of this first half. Filipinas against Jordan. Filipinas still up 1-0. Thank you very much for bearing with us here. Ako po si Paro de Rosario alongside Sedef Tupas. Serena Bolden with the lone goal of this game so far. Coming off great play from the debutant Janae De Fazio. But here's Jordan trying to look for an equalizer. And that will be a foul on Jordan on the way back. Alam mo, Sedef, this is supposed to be a more attacking team for the Philippines. But then Jordan have been doing a great job staying in shape and making things difficult for the Filipinas.
Well, the problem really for Jordan, I like that they've been able to keep their shape and avoid giving up a few clear-cut chances, but they don't have the support going forward. Only one or two players just attacking and moving forward, but yun din talaga yung problema na binibigay sa ng Filipinas ngayon, with the quality and the pedigree that they have right now. You can't take many risks as well against them. Kasi kung hayaan mo rin na magdala ka na mas maraming player sa atake mo, pwede ka rin nilang bawian.
We've come from a time wherein the Filipinas were looked as a team that, okay, we're equal to them or we're better than them, to one of the teams that we have to be tight against if you're taking a look at it from a Jordanian perspective.
Oo.
They now have to be more defensively solid. They know that the Philippines have been to the World Cup. They know that they have the quality. And all of a sudden, now we're seeing more teams become more defensive around the Philippines.
Oo, yung respeto nandun na kasi, no? And the achievement of this team, the rise of this team in the last 2-3 years, which is actually the work of a lot of people, not just the players. Syempre, alam natin na, nabuo ang team na to paunti-unti din. Now under new management, but under the previous management also made really great strides. Sir Jeff Cheng, of course, was the manager. Ngayon si Mr. Freddy Gonzalez na.
Of course, we have to also give credit to the coaches that were part of this rise, from Coach Maro to Coach Taj to now Coach Mark.
Oh.
And right now we go into the halftime break with the Philippines leading 1-0, courtesy of a very early goal from Serena Bolden. We'll try to get a smoother feed for you guys when we return. Don't go away. We'll be right back. You're watching the Pink Ladies Week, the Philippines leading Jordan 1-0. Hello and welcome back to the Pink Ladies Week as the Philippines takes on Jordan 1-0 after the halftime break. And you're joining us here in the middle of a Philippine attack that was just snuffed out. Hello, I'm Paulo de Rosario alongside Sedef Tupas, bringing you this game for you. And we're hoping that the technical difficulties are far behind us already as the Philippines are looking for more goals here. Sedef, we were talking a bit during the halftime break, talking about the lack of directness that the Philippines has shown early on in the first half. Pero nakita natin dito that there is a bit more attacking thrust here for the Philippines as Sophia Harrison, who's typically a defender, pressuring high up the field.
Well, only one goal to show so far para sa Filipinas. That Jordan has kept their shape really, really well. They've marked players, our players, or attacking players very well inside that penalty box. But, you can always argue that with this, style of play of the Filipinas, they've been very, very deliberate, very, very patient with the way they move that ball forward. But also, may mga players din sila. Now, someone like a Sarina Bolden that can be utilized in another way. When you go directly straight to her.
Tara Egisvik with a shot. Oh! Hit the post and Serena Bolden couldn't clean it up. But eventually cleared away. And that was a golden opportunity. Credit the shot from Sarah Egisvik. And the follow-up, well saved by the keeper. That was actually saved by the keeper onto the post.
Yeah, that was a good save there. Galing sa goalkeeper, Rawan Kasap. Able to keep that one out. A double save for her. Keeping the game at 1-0.
Chance again for the Philippines. That time high ball played in. The header just wide there for Coward.
Chances now coming in bunches para sa Filipinas. Take a look at that strike from Sarah Egisvik and Sarina Bolden. The follow-up was straight at the keeper.
And you know what? We were wondering when the Philippines would get more shots on goal. And immediately, at the start of the second half, you've seen a couple already.
No, may sagot agad to the questions that we've been asking in the at halftime.
Siyempre, tinatanong natin, saan yung directness? Where are the goal threats? Where is that swashbuckling attitude? And nakita natin dito early on in the first minutes of the second half as Katrina Guillou retains possession, swings it out wide right. Guillou gets it back, playing with DeFazio there. Ito naman si Angie Beard. Beard playing it short inside. Now Sophia Harrison. Harrison with room to cross. Beats one defender. Can't beat the second. Then it goes to the keeper. No, medyo mabigat ang second touch ni Sophia.
Yeah, the way Jordan has set up, it really allows the Filipinas to get a lot of possession. But it's a matter also of paano mo nagagamit ang possession mo. Are you creating enough chances? So far, Filipinas only a goal up, despite the large percentage of possession sa kanila.
Foul there against the Philippines at Sarina Bolden. Tawag mo dyan gamesmanship.
Nag-sorry naman.
Ayan, nakaintindihan na.
Oo.
May konting language barrier. Again, Turkish referee. As Jordan are still actually in this. Nakita natin towards the latter parts of the first half, they did threaten the Philippine goal. In fact, they almost got a great angle at one point of a deep cross. So this is not a team that we can take lightly, talking about Jordan, despite the fact that number 74 in the world sila at tayo na sa number 39.
Yeah, and this is a team that's quite familiar with us. Alam nila na kaya nila tayong talunin because they've done it in the past.
Back in 2017. And of course, we played them a year later in 2018. Serena Bolden's first goal for the Philippines was the game winner in a 2-1 victory. Of course, things have changed since then. Nag-World Cup na tayo. Won a medal in the Southeast Asian Games. AFF Women's Championship in Manila.
Still the defending champion.
Still defending champions because
Kasi
we haven't had one since then in 2022. And that was a fantastic night in Manila. Very dominant, beating Thailand 4-0. And of course, taking a scalp of Vietnam on the way. Jordan holding on to possession here. Again, you have to credit Jordan as well for playing very disciplined against the Philippines. But then here it is, Sarah Egeshvik with a turnover. Sophia Harrison couldn't keep possession.
The pass to Sofia, just beyond her, bigay ni Meryl Serrano.
Of course,
nakikita natin pa that there is a certain, they're trying to play a certain way.
Mm-hmm. And of course,
and this is the game. Sorry,
yeah.
This is the game. These are the games na pwede mo talagang subukan yung gusto mong mangyari ngayon.
Again, all due respect to Jordan when it comes to that. But of course, for the Philippines, adapting to a new style of play. Of course, trying to find the right personnel for it as well. Playing all the way back here to Liv McDaniel. Liv playing it straight down the throat. What a find to Meryl Serrano, by the way. Serrano keeping it with Savitsky. Ito naman si Katrina Guillou finding Serena Bolden. Meryl Serrano in the 10 position. They play it out wide right. Great delivery again. And that time, Meryl Serrano will be whistled for the foul.
Well, Serena Bolden opting to go wide rather than turning and cutting inside. When the defense able to recover.
And so far, no substitutions yet for the Philippines.
Now they do have options on that bench. Quinley Quesada is there, one of our most important players.
At one point, actually, parang nag-exchange lang sila ni Serena Bolden in terms of leading goal scorer ng Pilipinas.
Yeah, two of the closest friends in the team, si Quinley and Serena.
Of course, we might even see the likes of Bella Flanagan, who plies her trade in Spain at the moment.
And even Nina Matelos.
Yep.
Young U17 star. Sila ni Ariana Markey.
Sophia Harrison. Not afraid to take on players to the dribble, but that time loses out. Maybe a bit too much.
Well, I like the confidence being shown by Sophia.
As we're having issues with the feed once again, we'll try and bring this back. But don't go away. We'll be right back.
امشي بان ايوه غير وزن قدم شوي انتبهي انتبهي استلمي ايوه احسن رقيه يلا كويس يا احسن رقيه احسن
Welcome back to the Pink Ladies Week, as we once again apologize for all the technical difficulties that we are encountering from the feed coming from Turkey. As that time, a foul given against the Philippines. Well, you missed a while ago a close shave for Jordan, a shot from Meryl Serrano, just inching a few wide. As we take a look at Jordan trying to look for an equalizer here in the 57-minute mark. Great ball in. Unable to be dealt with, and that'll be a penalty, a handball, says the referee, as the Filipinas will now rely on Liv McDaniel to try and change things. Let's take a look at that again.
Yeah, free kick from a promising position there. And right here, Sarah Egersvik trying to block the shot. Instead, it bounces off her left hand. Hindi naka-natural position ng kanyang kaliwang kamay.
No complaints there from Sarah, actually. She knew that as soon as she extended that arm, penalty yun. And a chance here for Jordan to equalize. Al-Majali here for Jordan, one of their more veteran players, born 1992. Trying to test Liv McDaniel. As Jordan, a draw here would be a big boost for them.
Well, Liv is no stranger to penalties.
She saves one particular famous one to send us to the World Cup. But let's see if she can replicate that here. And Liv McDaniel is able to hold it, but Jordan is saying that they got through the line. Referee's not interested, and Liv McDaniel gets the save.
This is a better angle if she indeed was able to prevent that ball from going off the line. Yes, she did. Terrific effort galing kay Liv McDaniel. She was the player of the match in our only win in the World Cup. And it's heroics like that has endeared Liv to the Filipinas faithful. Pero ang ganda ng save na yun. It's not just the stop, but the reaction to prevent that from crossing the line.
And the recovery there from Liv McDaniel. Again, she is the key difference right now at the moment, apart from that goal from Serena Bolden. Speaking of Serena Bolden, chasing this one down. By the way, Serena looks stronger than I remember, by the way.
Yeah. And kailangan bilan ng cake ni Sarah Egersvik si Liv McDaniel mamaya. No, after camp. Sorry. After camp.
Yes, after camp.
We gotta watch the sugar.
Yeah, watch the sugar during camp. As we take a look at the handball again from Sarah Egersvik. There it is. One of the reasons why she owes Liv a pastry.
Yan. Huling-huli.
But then the save here, no real direction from the Jordanian striker. Hit it with power.
Yeah, actually, she really took medyo malayo yung buwelo niya.
Well, the Philippines have scored from this position in the past. This reminds me of a certain goal against Chile. Angie Beard. That time, Jordan gets first to the ball. Haley Long.
And Jordan unable to clear their lines, but Filipinas winning a corner.
Now the question is, can they get another goal? Talking about the Philippines, as Angie Beard is making her way near the corner. But Katrina Guillou standing over this one already. Now from the right-hand side, looking at it from the Philippines' perspective, they normally have a left-footed corner kick taker. As they're trying something different here, they're crowding the keeper.
Yeah, it's Angie Beard who's taking the corner. Usually, pag sa kanan naman, kanina nakita natin si Katrina, it's usually Sarah Egersvik who takes that.
At kanina nakita natin si Meryl Serrano. Now, the thinking is, statistically, the in-swinging corner results in more goals. So you have a left-footed player taking the corner from the right and a right-footed player taking the corner from the left. Here's Angie Beard. And not cleared away, but cleared off the line. And the follow-up not good enough from Katrina Guillou.
Haley Long's effort denied off the line right here. Nice floating corner here. Jordan unable to clear their lines. And Haley Long's effort just cleared off again.
Jubara, the captain of Jordan, keeping them in this contest.
A good amount of chances here for the Filipinas now,
And
which was something that we were looking for in that first half.
we're seeing it all here right now in the second. The question is, can they result in a goal? Because as we saw a while ago, Jordan are a threat. Can't take them for granted as they're asking for a retake of that free kick. Or that goal kick, rather. Again, thank you very much for joining us and bearing with us through our technical difficulties here today on One Sports Plus and the Pilipinas Live app. As a couple of changes are coming in, number 14 and number 10 for Jordan. Number 14 is Lina Al-Saheb. And number 10 is Jasmine Alajrab. Two younger players here for the Jordanians. And I'm curious to see what Alajrab could do, because number 10 shirt obviously carries a lot of weight.
Yeah, and quite young as well. Born 2005.
And you see here Haley Long getting her captain's armband back on. Sophia Harrison will have the throw. Let's see here, Jackie Savitsky actually in the middle of the park, marking instructions. She's an important part of this team simply because of the communication she provides in the middle, the fact that she's so tidy on the ball.
So, Jackie is, importante siya, no? Experienced player. And really one of the great additions leading up to that World Cup.
Yeah, has experience with Canada prior, before pledging allegiance to the Philippines. And you have Sophia Harrison getting ready to throw this one in just a bit. Still no substitutions here for the Philippines, by the way.
Medyo mahaba-haba ang substitution na yun.
Serena Bolden making her way down the left-hand side. That time, able to keep the ball in play, but just a sea of black shirts there. Here's Egishvik. Sarah, great feet there. Here's Serrano, couldn't swing in the shot. Estevagio.
Plenty of numbers in the box para sa Jordan to defend that attack by the Filipinas.
This is actually a tougher game than I believe the Philippines anticipated here today.
That's a good thing na medyo hindi pa switched on ang depensa kanina ng Jordan sa early stages ng laro.
The Philippines defense there switched on for sure as Savitsky plays it all the way back to Liv McDaniel.
Yeah, helped for sure by the lack of support dun sa atake ng Jordan.
And DeFazio taken out, but play on with the Philippines still holding on to possession. And they're going to call the foul eventually because Katrina stopped playing. Let's take a look at that again.
Yung referee kanina pa ito nagpa-play advantage eh. Buti na lang tumigil dahil medyo nasaktan ito ng ating player na si Janae DeFazio, who's been quite impressive in her debut, by the way.
Very good debut here. Great assist for Serena Bolden. Of course, she's had a couple of good crosses as well, especially in that first half. But it's actually what we anticipated rin sa Delph. Like, how would DeFazio and Harrison look in the latter parts of the game? Kasi grabe yung work rate nila, grabe yung trabaho nila. They're bombing up and down, defending and attacking at the same time.
Yeah, and nakita natin how tidy DeFazio is on the ball. She was in the books of KC Current of the NWSL. Siyempre, pag umabot ka na dun, alam natin na quality ka.
Quality ka. You don't end up playing there if you do not have the chops for it. Angie Beard playing forward.
And now there is a gap dun sa gitna. And yet you can go direct to if you want.
Speaking of DeFazio, no handballs as the referee. DeFazio called for it, loses possession in a advanced position. Jackie Savitsky slowing them down as the Philippines pressing high here. But of course, if you press high, danger is that one switch, it could change things. Here's Sarah Eggersvik finding Katrina Guillou, playing safety there. Ito naman si Angie Beard. Swing that wide right to DeFazio again. DeFazio has been running a lot. It makes you wonder, when will she slow down? Can she slow down? Or is she going to be one of those bionic players na doesn't really matter how long she plays, she will always be running at 100 miles an hour?
Now, kita natin yung work rate niya. And, the ability to just move up and down the pitch. And also, the ability to find teammates inside the box.
Haley Long. Oh, and that is a great turn there from DeFazio. Just using the momentum of the ball and the angle for body. Now finding Serena Bolden. Bolden pulled back, and that's a penalty for the Philippines. A chance for them to double up their lead.
Nice turn there by Serena Bolden, and just exerting so much force on that run. And really, the defender,
There.
Aya Al-Mahali.
You can see the tug on the shirt. And as soon as Serena felt it, she's going to make sure that the referee sees that there's going to be foul involved. And you can see here that Kasab's getting a few words from one of the veterans, si Al-Majali.
Oh,
Al-Majali, by the way, is the one who missed a penalty a while ago. And Serena Bolden here to double up her tally.
Serena Bolden, country's leading scorer.
Now, we've seen a saved penalty a while ago. Serena looking to convert. Serena Bolden. That is sure.
And very convincing strike there from Serena Bolden, just planting that ball into the right side of the goalkeeper, making no mistake. It had power and it was accurate. So two important qualities of a penalty right there being shown by Serena Bolden. And this was a call that, you give the referee an opportunity to, to blow the whistle for a penalty.
And it was driven in beyond the keeper.
Well
taken penalty.
Yeah, great technique there from Serena. She can actually take it with either her right or left foot, by the way, Pao, with equal power. Pero I think she's more comfortable taking it with the right foot.
And we're seeing a slew of changes here for the Filipinas. Jackie Savitsky checks out, and coming in for her in particular is Kaya Hawkinson. And coming in also is Quinley Quesada and Alessandra Carpio. Be making her debut here today for the Philippines, and will want to keep a clean sheet and a victory as well.
Kaya Hawkinson was part of that training camp squad, training camp list of the Filipinas in leading up to the World Cup. Unfortunate to miss out. Naman si Quinley Quesada, of course, a regular fixture in this team.
A regular goal scorer in this team as well. As Meryl Serrano plays it back.
Kaya has been playing regularly in Lithuania, I believe. And after finishing, in US, in their college team.
Well, this is interesting because they shifted Sophia Harrison to the right-hand side. So, of course, when you have a left back playing on the right, you're going to have someone who would like to drive in.
Well, they
Drive,
can
use and shoot,
easily,
yeah.
by the way, Pao, with the squad that they have, they can easily switch this one into their usual 4-4-2. But here, they're trying to play with width again.
Quesada trying to find Harrison again,
She's gonna switch it back to her left.
as expected there. Heaved up. And looking for goal number 3. The Philippines will not get it there. And Serrano still trying to stay busy. But Jordan turned it over. And it looks like Serena Bolden's out of the game as well. So that means that she will not get her hat trick here today. But 2 goals in the books for her. And Sophia Harrison, we'll see that go out. So right now the Philippines have lined up with Carpio on the left-hand side
Yeah.
and Sophia Harrison on the right. That is the major switch, at least from a defensive standpoint, apart from the introduction here of Kaya Hawkinson.
Yeah, Kaya Hawkinson, yun yung, she usually plays the 8 or the 6,
Yeah.
the holding midfield role.
Able to screen their back line. And there she is right now. Rather, that's Liv McDaniel. As Haley Long asks for it. Of course, we're all going to discover together just how much different can they all play. Medyo in vogue din ngayon yung inverted fullbacks, and that's exactly what Sophia Harrison has to play in right now on the right-hand side, as that time Carpio drags her touch wide. But it will still be Philippines ball. Angie Beard.
We'll see kung paano dito matapos ng Filipinas yung laro, no? How they'll manage the game. And if they can add a few more goals here.
Quesada. Mero Serrano. Katrina Guillou couldn't angle herself for that shot.
And so may konting desperation na pa on the part of Jordan just to clear that ball away.
Angie Beard. Playing to Merrill. No ball played in, but couldn't find Katrina Guillou. Good idea, though. Quesada.
I like the way the Filipinas have really advanced the ball, making combinations para makapunta sila sa half, sa attacking half nila.
Of course, thank you very much for joining us here on this feed from Pilipinas Live and One Sports Plus. Also, the lead airing will be on One Sports. Of course, Paulo de Rosario, joined by Cedar Tupas, approaching the 74th minute mark here of the second half. Philippines leading 2-0, courtesy of 2 goals from Serena Bolden. An early goal in the second minute, and then a penalty in the second half. Both balls, by the way, provided by a debutant here, si Janae De Fazio.
Maganda lang dito. I felt this is a more comfortable game to watch. The Philippines, they may have conceded a penalty, but I don't think they were that under pressure.
Yeah.
So far in the first 75 minutes of this match. So parang may certain comfort level at the way this new style of play for the Filipinas we've been seeing.
But we're also seeing nakita natin sa first half, may konting pagkukulang sa directness ng team. But in the second, we saw a bit more intent, so we can see the type of progression that they want.
Yeah, if they can mix it up, they can mix it up, not try to ignore opportunities there, up front, then it makes this team even more dangerous.
Mero Serrano with the corner kick. Good delivery, punched away, not too far away though. Angie Beard tried to get ahead to it. Haley Long. The swing. Oh, and is that another penalty? Yes, it is. As Kinley Quesada was taken out.
And Kinley is hurt.
Referee didn't think twice about it. Let's take a look at what happened to Quinley.
Angie Beard keeping it in play. Haley Long, that was a reckless challenge again.
Taken out by the captain there. As Quinley, well, we saw a while ago holding on to her head, probably landed wrong as well. And a chance here for the Philippines to get the second via the spot.
Who's gonna take the penalty? It looks like si Katrina ang kukuha nito.
Yeah, you know, kasi hawak-hawak niya yung bola.
Ito, totally missed the ball.
Took out both her legs. It's another angle there. Just reckless.
Horrible challenge there.
Yes, it'll be Katrina Guillou. Ready to take the penalty here. We saw a wicked strike a while ago from Serena Bolden. Now a chance for Guillou. You know, you mentioned it a while ago, Jordan had a bit of desperation in terms of how they were clearing the ball. As Katrina Guillou makes it 3. Cool, calm, collected, not as much venom as with Serena had, but the placement was inch perfect.
Yeah, absolutely well taken penalty again by the Filipinas. You with those fiery pink boots. Right on target this time, going left of the keeper, just beyond her. Had a lot of pace on that one. The body opening up para kay Katrina for finding the back of the net.
The Philippines up 3-0. And clean sheet still intact as well. It includes a penalty save here from Olivia McDaniel. A brace from Bolden, a goal from Guillou. So the Stars have come out to play here for the Philippines. Again, of course, in a couple of days, we'll also have a game against Kenya, as there will be 3 substitutes coming in here for Jordan.
First game of this training camp para sa Filipinas.
So it'll be Hassan Abdouche coming in, as well as Al Jamain. And if the Philippines has their way, they're going to be hoping that we don't mention any of their names soon with regards to goals in this game. Not long now. Philippines trying to keep a clean sheet and hopefully up their goal count. Again, Jordan not afraid to go forward, but then the Philippines just so strong at the back. A lot of people playing it forward there, trying to look for Katrina Guillou, but Guillou dispossessed. Ball still with the Philippines.
It's going to take more than that to break down this very solid Philippines backline. Natin na experience itong backline na to, and you know, if you just knock the ball, you know, without a lot of pace, medyo mahirapan ka to, you know, cut this defense open.
Sophia Harrison fouled there, who on the right-hand side, so far so good from her. Again, the only reason why we're mentioning this because I believe this is the first time she's been played on the right-hand side for the Philippines.
Yeah, medyo, you know, even in our time, you know, working with this team, hindi natin nakita masyado to. But here, Katrina and Meryl are making way for Bella and Nina. So Bella Flanagan and Nina Mathelos have been introduced.
And can I just say, the two of them are strikers and are very fast. Bella,
Absolutely.
in particular, eager to see her development, especially with her time in Spain.
Yeah, and even Nina, yung natin na, you know, ang bilis.
Yep. They can burn people with their pace.
But good time for them to integrate, particularly Nina, who has not you know, played a lot of the games yet for the senior team. We know that she is one of the, kumbaga, future of this national team.
And you know, again, I had a chance to meet the family of Bella Flanagan, who also happened to be Del Rosario's.
Oh, oo nga. Melissa and Bill.
And there she is, Bella Flanagan.
They actually follow Bella around the world when they pag naglalaro.
And of course, you know, we're not related, pero according to yung nanay ni Bella Flanagan, we have the same eyebrows, which I do not
Where
believe is a great indicator
did
of
that come from?
relationship.
Come on.
But Nina Matelos there, winning a throw-in in an advanced position para sa Pilipinas.
Hinintay mo talaga makapasok si Bella Flanagan
I-
para
I-
mapasok yung kwento mo.
I did not expect her to come in. And here's Matelos asking for it. Bella. And of course, we've seen Nina Matelos play for the youth squads of the Philippines, and we all know what she can do. She's just so clinical as well, leading the line.
But she needs more games with this squad as well, no? To really accelerate her development.
Oh, and here's a chance. Sophia Harrison winning possession. That time, touch just a bit too heavy, ends up fouling the keeper.
Sophia has been all over. You know, pag nakita nitong after ng game nito, yung heat map ni
Oo.
Sophia Harrison, ibang klase to.
Buong field. Well, except for the middle. Both sides.
Yeah, but again, this is full credit to Sophia. You know, we're at 82 minutes in, and she's there continuing to attack.
She's still sprinting. Again, one of the reasons why we're putting special focus on the wing backs is because they're asked to do two things: be a fullback and be a winger. Dito sa sistema na to. We saw DeFazio do very, very well, especially in that first half. That assist going to Serena Bolden. And of course, staying aggressive all throughout. As we take a look at the last goal, or rather that foul on Quinley Casada, that resulted in the penalty. That was a reckless challenge there. It looked like she was going for a bicycle kick, trying to clear the ball, but instead literally took out the legs of Quindy. And there was Katrina Guillou to bury the penalty. As expected for Katrina, by the way. Again, thank you very much for joining us and watching us here. For all the young players who want to be part of these teams or dreaming to be part of the Philippine squad. I know of a couple of school teams watching this right now. I believe STC is watching. And of course, a few former Filipinas. As
Oo
well as
nga.
Tasha Alquiros.
Mga friends natin, sila Ben, sila Pam,
Yeah.
sila Iko, siyempre si
Pele as well. And
Miss
so
Lisette.
many. Miss Lisette. So a lot of people who will always follow the Filipinas.
Yeah,
And
of
here's
course.
Bella Flanagan playing it back as the Filipinas are trying to mount the pressure again here. With this angle, you can actually see just how many forward players they have stretching the back line of Jordan.
Ito yung gusto ko dito, no? Even this late in the match, you're seeing, you know, kumbaga may fresh impetus dito sa squad na to. Kahit sa dulo na ng game.
Well, that time, Bella Flanagan was hunting for that loose ball. Here's another look at that. Ball played in for Harrison, but tapped away from Bella Flanagan at a crucial moment. Naman si Sarah Egesvik will be asked to deliver this one. Again, she is such a good set piece deliverer. Look, even she's upset with the corner flag like you are.
No, Sarah rarely gets upset, okay? She's not the type.
Of course,
They are nice people.
they're very
okay?
nice people.
واحدة بوجهك واحدة بظهرك والسبرنت
Egesvik.
يلا سبرنت سبرنت سبرنت
Oh.
سبرنت سبرنت
That was a good chance. That was a good chance. Had JC made contact, that would have been goal number 4.
You know, that's such a dangerous position to deliver that ball. And you can see what the Philippines is doing here, crowding out the keeper. making it difficult for her to make any real
آخر
moves.
وحدة سب يمين سب يسار برجع بالنص سبرنت لعندي آخر وحدة يلا سبيد 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 سبيد.
Ball played in again. Dangerous area. JC. Oh, missed everyone in the box. Any sort of touch that could have been goal bound.
Yeah, good idea there by JC just to put it back on in the mixer.
Oh, Haley Long finding Mathelis. Ball played in. What a touch from Sarah Egesvik. Here's Angie Beard. Lines up the shot. Not goal bound, unfortunately.
Off target there para kay Angie Beard. But I like the way the Filipinas are finishing this match. And, kahit dulo na ng game and comfortably ahead 3-0, they're still looking and hunting for goals.
And we're going to have Bella Pashon come in, who, again, was the baby of the squad during the World Cup.
Yeah, she did not make the 23, but she was there.
She was there for sure. They wanted her to experience the atmosphere, the environment.
That's actually very, full credit din dun sa management. Kita natin dun si national team's director, Freddy Gonzalez. But, the previous one, kahit papano, bringing, people like, players like Maya Alcantara there also.
Yeah. Young players who...
Ina Palacios.
Those are the players that they would hope would want to reach those goals as well. And being able to visualize being in that moment and being near the pitch. As it's now a 3-0 scoreline here for the Filipinas. Again, thank you very much for bearing with us here. It's a late night. And we have all our media colleagues as well covering this one remotely alongside us.
I was about to say that thank you because there's wala na masyadong technical difficulties dito sa second half.
Oh yeah. The second half has been a lot smoother compared to the first. Pati yung prod namin natatawa. As the Philippines right now sailing to a comfortable 3-0 victory. They are going to hope for another goal to add on, and we'll try to keep things tight towards the end. Nina Mathelis. Pace for days, but that time the pace on that pass just too much as well.
We're seeing the future of this team here. Pashon, Flanagan, Mathelos. Young players with a lot of promise, a lot of potential. Joining forces with the present.
Here's Sophia Harrison. Angie Beard asked for it. What we've also seen here in the second half is that the Philippines have not been afraid to switch the ball more here in the second half. We're seeing them try to be more expansive. When the ball is in one direction, they try to swing it the other way.
Yeah, tama din naman yun usually because one side gets overloaded, particularly pag, when they put combinations there, they put numbers area in a certain area. One switch of the ball can, create a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities para sa koponan mo.
And not only that, you have the players who can actually deliver those types of balls.
Tama. Even kanina, kay Janae DeFazio before she was taken out of the match, replaced.
Nina Mathelis being encouraged by her ates on the team. You can hear that on the ambient sound. That'll be a foul throw. Or rather, that'll be full time. And that will do it. The Philippines with a 3-0 win against Jordan. A win that they would have fully expected considering the rankings, and a good win to start out their Pink Ladies week.
Oh, such a well-rounded performance from the Filipinas. 2 goals coming from the penalty spot, but the play, the how they pulled it off, the way they dominated possession, the way they created chances, especially in the second half. I think there's so much more that we can see from this squad.
Let's take a look at that first goal. This one coming from the delivery of DeFazio. Serena Bolden with a great header. That came in the 2nd minute as the Filipinas came out with a statement of intent early on. And that was the type of delivery that Philippines will hope to see more of moving forward. But what a great debut for DeFazio.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very, very happy para kay Janae DeFazio. She's, she's good as advertised really sa kanyang performance dito. This is a really great cross right here. Took it first time and laid it on a plate para kay Serena Bolden.
And you can see what it means to be back amongst the goals para sa Pilipinas. Talking about Serena Bolden. And here is the second goal. It was a penalty. The ball again played in by DeFazio, by the way, to Serena Bolden, who had a beautiful turn to beat her defender and was pulled back at the penalty box, resulting in that penalty.
Well, she fell just in time, Pao. Si Serena Bolden to earn that penalty. Actually, tiningnan niya muna kung nasa loob na ba siya ng box.
She made sure.
She made sure. And that's smart play from Serena. Great presence of mind and another well-taken penalty right there.
And here's the foul on Quinley Casada that was basically an overhead kick that turned into something that wiped her out.
It's a horrible challenge again right here from the Jordanian defender. And that allowed Katrina Guillou to earn the 3rd goal for the Filipinas.
Another well-taken penalty here. Sure-footed, able to find the top right corner as we go into the international break with a win in their first try. Jordan falling to the Philippines 3-0. Pink Ladies Week will continue. The Philippines will play Kenya next in a couple of days, and we hope to see you there as well. Thank you very much for joining us in our coverage here on Pilipinas Live and on One Sports. Ako po si Paolo De Rosario alongside Cedel Tupas, and we'll see you again for the next match.